So let me just see if I got this right. The Muslim mayor Mamdani criticized white supremacist Jake Lang as a violent person, but failed to actually call out the radical Islamists who were throwing out ISIS slogans and threw 2 bombs. And these would be the men who committed the attack. And Mamdani didn't even name them, okay? Didn't even name them. But he made sure to name the white guy who was protesting, peacefully, by the way. Now, you may not like what he was saying, but he still had a right to be there to protest. He wasn't throwing bombs at people in New York City. That would be these 2 Muslim men.
This was a vile protest rooted in white supremacy entitled Stop the Islamic Takeover of New York City.
The suspects here, Amir Balat and Ibrahim Qayyumi, I can confirm this morning that this is being investigated as an act of ISIS-inspired terrorism.
But if you're shocked, you're not really paying attention because Mamdani's own wife is a Hamas sympathizer. So this was posted on October 7th when the attacks happened against Israel and when over 2,000 Jews were killed. And look who liked that post. Oh, that would be Mamdani's own wife. And again on October 7th, when people were celebrating the murder of Jews in Israel, guess who liked this post? You guessed it, his wife. She sure did. And the worst part is Mamdani's defense for her is she isn't a public figure. Leave her alone.
And is it fair to question you about it?
You know, my wife is the love of my life, and she's also a private person who has held no formal position on my campaign or in my city hall. I, however, was elected to represent all 8.5 million people in the city, and I believe that it's my responsibility, because of that role, to answer any questions about my thoughts and my policies and my decisions.
New Yorkers don't realize that they have a sympathizer of radical Islamist beliefs in Mamdani. Not only within him, but also within his wife. The fact that he could not condemn those 2 Muslim men who threw bombs at people, thank God it didn't go off, and he didn't even name them, says all you need to know. And by the way, this pains me because I am a native New Yorker, okay? I grew up in the boogie down Bronx from birth, and I left in my early 20s and never went back. But to see what the city has become and who's now running the city is absolutely disgusting to me and very, very sad. Especially as somebody who lived through 9/11 and who remembers 9/11, looking outside my window and seeing the smoke from the towers. Okay, I lived it. It was in my backyard. I'm a New Yorker. So to see the city elect this man who can't even condemn radical Islam when it happens in his own city in his face, and his wife is a Hamas sympathizer? New Yorkers, what the hell? All I can say is you voted for this. Good luck.